I'm a little disappointed that Forrestine didn't just put a big first in all capital letters on the.
Yeah. Um, let's see how. There we go. Still working out this restream thing. All right. Welcome to Monthular for DICEember. We've gone back to doing the previous month, so we're kind of caught up. So this
Caught up by
episode,
skipping all the.
yeah, skipping like 6 months. Cool. So I'm Stoker Shuffle. This is the resonance period, and we're going to be going through last month's Monthular, which was DICEember. Patches to do with dice or randomness, or however you wanted to interpret that.
Yeah, and I remembered that I didn't really interpret it. It was such a busy month. I just missed it, I guess. I really like to do the Monthular prompts, but just I mean, Forrestine found one, so that was nice.
Yeah,
That
Forrestine
he
added one of mine as well.
right. But I think I never put it as a in the Monthular channel because I didn't really like it that well. So it was a good prompt. I just didn't come up with anything good I liked.
Yeah, I tend to use like generative random stuff for most of my patches anyway, so I felt like I needed to have it be more random to be DICEember or something like that.
Right. Yeah, I think I was the same. So like I don't like to take the time to make nice melodies myself. So I appreciate the random the things that generate random CV for me so that I can just play around with the noises instead.
Yeah, Forrestine just said that maybe a grab bag recap of the skipped months would be fun. We should do
That would be
some.
fun.
Yeah, should do some. Maybe people can submit their own kind of favorite ones. Maybe it could be like a yeah. That sounds cool.
I like that idea.
Yeah, cool. So let's get started.
And that background was Schmooster's. Was that were those like
Yeah,
individual dice or was it a boggle set or what?
yeah. I'm not sure. But it looked like at least a few different boggle sets because it was like slightly different shaped dice. But yeah, that was really cool.
And it just happened to all fit, right? 16 by or
Yeah,
is it 4
and
by 4 or
yeah, I actually tiled it, and it actually says like DICEember all the way across. So even
oh
like
nice.
like
It
tiling it,
does.
it like
I
matched
see
up. It was
that.
like it was like magical.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. First up, we have my year.
Oh man, this shot got me. The
Yeah,
chair turned around.
yeah, that's very sad. well suited for DICEember because I don't know too much about it, but one thing I do know is that they've got that whole source of uncertainty.
Yeah, I think that, so that's the booklet easel on his right, with the card in it. And then it looks like that's all the tip top booklet stuff, maybe on the left.
Right.
His left.
Yeah, Modular, there's some really cool panning going on in this. It's not bad.
Oh, thanks for posting that full playlist link. I think there are 13, or 13 including the what do you call it? The header image bumper.
Yeah, we didn't have a huge number of total submissions, but a bunch of people did submit twice, so I think we've actually got another one here, one right now as well. But yeah, I recommend going and checking out the whole playlist. It was a really good one, this one.
It was hard. I was picking out timestamps for this one, or trying, and I was like, the whole thing is good. I just couldn't find good stopping and starting points.
Yeah, that's really nice. Next up, we have Dr. Aegon or Dragon. Got some timestamps for this one. This one was cool. We got some live drumming going on.
Oh, nice. I didn't get a chance to see this one yet. Those orbs and arcade buttons.
Yeah, it looks like spheres on arcade buttons.
Interesting.
It looks like Shmoo might have some BCD rack or something going on as well. You can see the
Oh yeah, and
instrument.
the
It's always cool to hear like those classic old music sounds, but in isolation.
right. Yeah, it's a different mindset when you're thinking about making music that's going to be generated for like 24 hours a day versus like the hour to tweak things.
Next up, we have another one from here. Some timestamps as well. He's grooving now.
Oh, that's fun. Did you try playing one of the Buchlas at NopCon?
No, I didn't. I've only ever played around with it in like the Arturia ESP.
I tried it for about 2 minutes. I felt like I didn't belong there, but it was really cool. Is got some really fun sounds, just like messing around with it for a couple.
Definitely looks like a completely different workflow.
Yeah, forcing. I wasn't sure if it was envelopes or a delay on there, or both.
Yeah, Bartek was saying that he likes the color coding on the booklets. Makes sense once you know what you're doing.
Yeah, what is it? So like audio CV, is it audio is one color and then is pitch a different color? Or is it just CV versus
Yeah, it might be like gates or something, and then
that's it, yeah.
uh,
Gates and triggers maybe? Or gates versus CVs.
next up we have Chance Enthusiast.
Yeah. And for those of you that don't know, Modular passed away in December after doing those. So kind of
Yeah,
a sad time for EMS.
Yeah, very sad to hear.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the chance.
No, all good. Got the timestamp for this one.
So a nice groove going.
Yeah. feel like this one sounds very spacey.
Time machine into the beads time input. Sorry, Turing machine into the beads time input, running beads in wavetable mode. It's from Chance.
Cool.
Yeah, all this Turing machine is making me miss mine. I took mine out a little bit ago to try out frames, but I'm missing it in pulses. So the beats time. So is what does the time input do? Does it stretch it, or?
I think that selects. It's like selects where in the buffer to take the next grain from.
Okay.
So
I don't have a.
wavetable mode. Yeah, in
I don't have a
wavetable mode,
beads.
it would be like where in the wavetable to select from. I think so. It's kind of yeah.
Oh, he said can get a bunch of way different types of sounds. That's wavetable position. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, the wavetable mode always scares me. Like when I unplug the input for beads, it waits 10 seconds and then just blasts out.
Oh no!
It automatically switches to the wavetable mode. It scares me every time. I always forget about that. Very cool. Next up we have Kesha.
Oh, Jan was just in time. Always such a chill groove. I love all the streams. Not janky enough, but very very chill. I had the pleasure of listening to most of these streams today as I was going through finding timestamps. It was really nice. A lot of really good streams. Makes me feel a little bad about myself because everyone's streams are so good, but it was nice to hear them. Was Gliss's with the motion meter on a good show there.
Yeah, I recently picked up that Gliss and still learning all the different menu modes to switch between. It's a really cool module.
Do most people who have it just kind of settle on one mode and end up using that? I feel like that's what I would do, just so I didn't have to try to remember the shortcuts to get to things.
Yeah, I think I'll probably eventually settle on a favorite mode and just try to figure out all different modes.
I almost bought one in December. There was a $10 off coupon, and then and I was too late. So.
What I found really cool is it actually came with two completely different front panels, which actually has a fair bit of the electronics on it because it's like the capacitive touch. It's got one with the jacks at the bottom and the jacks at the top. So
oh, nice.
I guess because it's like a very playable one, you want to set that up.
The new ears is like that too. It has two panels with it. Ears microphone-y. So Jan says Turing machine hitting rings, probably some helical. Do you say it helical in the background, as in almost every patch of mine lately. I think I like the bass in this, which was the Entity Ultra perk. Yeah, I was listening to this and I was like, because a comment yesterday in the Discord had said that it was Turing machine running a lot of things, and I was like, well, it's nice because it doesn't, because sometimes you get samey stuff with Turing machine, at least I do, and this doesn't sound like the stuff that I hear from like standard Turing machine.
Maybe he's got it going through like a quantizer or something to shift it around. Actually had a lot of fun recently putting Turing machine into Chinko or marbles, because you can actually slice and change incoming CVs. So I had the repeating Turing machine, but then I was able to kind of play with it and then bring it back to what it was, which is cool. Like, add some variety to it.
Yeah, I've been struggling with that, like trying to make it not sound the same, but also being able to have it repeat back when I want it to. So like add controlled variation on it.
Yeah, I remember trying some really elaborate, overcomplicated patch with like the CD recorder, so I could like switch between recordings of the Turing machine and come back, but it was just a mess.
Yeah, I know. I get confused if I try to do too much fancy stuff.
All right, next up we have the first of two enthusiastic electrons. Oop.
This was the random rack where he roll a dice or somehow numbered his modules and randomly picked a certain number of them, and they just happened to fit exactly into the case. And they also, he had like a sequencer and a VCO, and oh yeah, he's in the chat. It was a really fortuitous pick.
Yeah, any NLC stuff in that rack's gonna be good for chaotic stuff.
Oh, so it was a max patch to generate random numbers. That sounds like enthusiastic electrons.
The bin dubber is that one of his sequences? I'm not really familiar with that one, but it looks pretty cool.
Oh, and the carbon VCF.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
Oh, and I think Squid Axon was also like the perfect module for this challenge for DICEember. I don't know what it's gonna do.
He said Vindub is a 16-step XY sequencer, like a single channel Renee without anything digital. That's pretty cool. It inspired his journey into NFC. I've only just recently gotten into NFC, but I'm having a lot of fun with things like free beats and slots. This is cool. And this next timestamp has the note wolf howl next to it, so I'm interested to see what this is.
There's a wolf howling in the.
That's cool. Next up, we have one of mine that wasn't officially DICEember, but Forrestine picked it at random and added it. So it's yeah, but most of my stuff has random. I think this is when I maybe first got marbles. I was playing with it, didn't really know how to work with it. Throwing very fast random CDs at the wall and seeing what sticks.
This was me trying to prove that pills could be tamed. The NLC 1U phase block loop module. I did not succeed in. Well, I was trying to go through here today and find some timestamps with clips that I liked. I was having a very hard time finding that. This is also right when I got Trinity. I was trying to figure that out. I still am trying to figure that out.
So what's the app that you're running on the EuroPi there? Is that the Consequencer?
Yeah, so that's Consequencer. So I'm using it for the drum pattern. And then the top three outputs are the kick, snare, and hat. And the bottom three outputs are stepped random. So that's what I use to generate the CV for the pitch. So that's going into the what's it called? The Rando Quarto by Spartan Musical Circuits, and that's spitting out the quantized pitch CV. So that was my bread and butter for a long time, just grabbing the random out from there, and you can have it move to a new random pattern and then go back and forth between your old random and your new random. So it kind of solved my problem of like putting some variation in it, but then being able to get back to where you were earlier. And you can do that with CV too, but I don't do that enough with CV. I should do that more. But it's a great script for the EuroPi. So I think around here is when I started to give up on the pills, and I just wanted to try to make something a little better.
That LED screen you got there is pretty cool. What are you using to drive that?
So that's the Adafruit Matrix portal. It came in one of their Ada boxes. that they used to come quarterly. They haven't released one for a little while. I think a new one's coming out soon. But it's a 32 by 64 LED screen with, they're all NeoPixels. You can pick the color of each one. And then it has a controller board on the back that you can program in CircuitPython. And so one of the scripts, and you can load GIF files on it. So that's what this is here. And it's, so the camera blows it out. It's actually like pastel colors that are kind of glittering there, but it just looks white. Also, I noticed that my camera on my oscilloscope was out of focus the whole time during this video.
Some fuzzy beats.
So this is where I brought in rings for my other case. Because if you're not happy with what you have, just bring in some rings.
I don't have a ring, so I just turn up the reverb until it.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
okay.
the other. Yeah. Yeah. So I got an Avalanche Run pedal recently, and so that's, I've been playing a lot with just washing everything in reverb, and then if I get really disgusted with what I have, I put in some delay to give it a little kick.
Cool. Next up, we have the first of two Foresty. Come back. It's cool. It's very arcade game sound.
All right, is this the first one or the second one? Okay. I think we did pick timestamps that were different enough.
Yeah, you picked timestamps for this one, and then I think I picked timestamps for the second one. I actually didn't catch this one, but I did catch the second Rungler one. It actually got me playing with trying to use the Turing machine and that Rungler app on One Minute Crime, and I got some kind of sound, but it wasn't anything like what's in that other patch.
So what's the premise of it? It's like, are you driving the clock with changing?
Yeah, it's like a... Forrest posted a cool link to it. I don't quite fully remember all of it, but it's like something about the VCO running the app and then having like a feedback into the bulk proactive, so it tries to find like a stable pitch or like a stable cycle, something like that. Somebody else can explain better than me, but it's like a feedback. It's like a feedback thing.
Like an analog Turing machine, the shift register clock is an audio rate oscillator. Oh, like an audio Turing machine. Got it. Cool. really neat.
I've always found that interstellar radio module really intriguing. I don't know exactly what it does, but I'm like imagining that like beams into space and then back or something like that.
I always like this setup and the view. It makes me want to try like moving my camera so that you can see like the performer along with the tools. I think I was gonna originally name this part in my notes like the descent into noise, but then it pulls out, and I was like, it doesn't feel like that's the right description of it. Plus, it seemed very purposeful and controlled.
I think I made a similar note in some of my timestamps for I think what ended up being like the second version of this patch, the second performance, which is like I can hear the similarities, but it's like it's very different. So next up we have the second of enthusiastic electrons.
You still hear enthusiastic electrons? This was cool to. So, I think we moved to what, like a few minutes in, because it gets built from scratch. It's really cool to see the whole thing getting built. It just wasn't good for a 1-hour show. So, so if you have a chance, go back and watch the whole thing being built and how it kind of evolved. It's very cool. Sometimes I forget how cool VCV Rack is, being able to throw all those great modules in there. See that there's a Surge one in the upper right, it looks like, and then a bunch of Instruo.
And then being able to control all via MIDI from Max is really cool too.
Is that what all the are all the bottom ones like the MIDI control, or is it
Yeah,
the
I think
top?
so.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, it looks like there's MIDI CV ones at the top. I'm not sure what the ones at the bottom are.
Yeah. Back in chat. And we're gonna skip all the way near the end. There's video.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
So I couldn't tell, is the video just there as like display, or is it feeding some of the CV?
It's either feeding or being affected by something, because I can see a lot of line, yeah.
Yeah, I saw the line. I wasn't sure which way it was working. I'm not very well versed in Mac.
It's like Star Guitar patch from scratch.
Is the Max device really called Drunk? That changes things
pretty cool.
randomly? That's funny. So what does the size of the X's mean? The X at the top. I wasn't sure. I saw that some of them were bigger and some were smaller. They were all the same size. Okay, the patch is adding up the value of all the pixels. Each pixel is 8 bits per channel. Oh, very cool.
Wow. It's like a super advanced version of that LD Ramo module that you have.
Right. Okay. The X's are just really big, so it's easy to turn it on or off. Got it.
Yeah, this is really cool. I'm gonna have to go back and kind of watch that. This looks fascinating. Next up, we have the second of Forestines. We'll start. All right.
Oh, Kirby shirt. Very nice. I like how with the random, even though the patches were pretty much the same, you get different sounds out of it.
Yeah.
That's the DFAM over there, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You're not the boss of me. It's true. I love that pitch shifty sound.
Yeah, question says the DPAM is getting one of the outputs of the branch and app, so the clock is stopping and starting, and is also getting a bunch of random CP. You can see it stop and start. Doing something with that stuff. It's like so.
Sounds really nice. Fortune says, I made all the random stuff first, and then tried to add some structure with the mode sequencer, with a mode sequence, random clock and the Lumia phone.
finish our second stream.
This intro is very cool. I like the transition here. The text zooms in and then it slows down. Someone does production work.
I think I remember reading about this one. About it's something about like an automated drop.
Yeah, so it does, and I tagged a timestamp, so we'll hear that. I think the next dump we make.
Yeah. So
But
this
yeah.
this timestamp here says assisted drop.
Oh, so it starts with So they're both right. So this first one is an assisted drop, and then the next one after it is an automated drop. You can see the gliss comes in here. So that one had a little help, but the next one is totally automated. I think Jen even steps away so that you can see that
Right.
that it's happening all on its own. I think it's in the next 30 seconds here. Okay, maybe not 30 seconds, maybe the next 30 seconds. Here it is. That was really cool. It all got programmed in there.
This one's cool, very kind of like deep sounds.
It's very quiet. Yeah, I like all the attention to the transitions within this and the movement within the piece.
Cool. So it's a good one to end on. That's
Nice.
that's a wrap for DICEember. Great patches, everyone. That was really fun to go through and listen. And
Yeah, thanks for everyone who submitted one. I really enjoyed listening to them today.
yeah, cool. All right. Well, yeah, we'll catch you all next time. We're pretty much at time. So yeah, thanks for joining, and see you all later.
Thanks for running all this. Bye, everyone.
See you.